What's going on YouTube? Hey man, so I was sitting in my car. I just got done making the last video, and I said to myself, man, why don't I just make a video saying my NFL predictions? I know some of y'all, even though not a lot of people are watching this video, I know some of you are in, you do little pick'ems with your friends, right? And maybe you struggling. Maybe you in last place. Maybe you middle of the pack and you want to get to the front. You know who's in front in his league? Who's got the best picks in his league so far? This guy. So I'm saying, man, I'm going to be generous today. And I'm going to be generous every week. It's going to be a weekly thing. You can ride with me or you cannot, but don't come back to me and say, hey, man, I'm last place, because you can't be in last place if you're doing my picks. So I'm just going to read these picks out, man. I'm going to tell you who's going to win these games. I'm not going to predict who's going to win these games, because that would be saying, like, I don't know. And I know. So let me tell you who's going to win these games this week. Make sure you make them picks, man. If you a betting man, take these to the bank. So here we go, man. So first game, man, we got Minnesota and Los Angeles Rams. Tell you what, man, Minnesota really disappointed me last week. That was crazy. That was crazy. They just got bullied by Buffalo. Buffalo scored 6 points. And if you can only score 6 points against Buffalo, what you going to do against the Rams, man? I know Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters are injured. I don't know if they in or out. It really don't matter to me. They not scoring against Los Angeles if they can't score against Buffalo. I actually got the Rams winning this game by a good amount of points, like around 20 points. Minnesota just disappointed me with that performance last week, man. That was crazy. Houston, Indianapolis. I know some people are disappointed of how Houston's doing right now. I tell you who's not disappointed. Me. They're doing exactly how I thought they were doing. I'm going to tell you what, I think they lose again. I think Indianapolis showed last week that they're a pretty good team. And I think Indianapolis has had some good performances. They're 1-2 right now, but I think they played a good Cincinnati team. I think they played them tough. I think they beat the Redskins, who are a lot better than a lot of people thought. So I think the Colts are a pretty good football team. Andrew Luck is good enough to get it done. And I think the Houston Texans are really just a team with potential. I say the Texans fall to 0-4. I'm going to get some predictions, so like score predictions for the Rams game. I'm going to say the Rams win that thing 28-13. I'm going to say the Colts beat the Texans. I'm going to say 24-20. All right, man. All right, Buffalo, Green Bay. Buffalo surprised me last week. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Buffalo was like going to win 2-3 games this year, and I still think they might. I don't know if that was a fluke or what, but I don't think they're beating Green Bay, who I think Green Bay also had a disappointing performance last week. I think, Minnesota and Green Bay playing each other kind of, had something to do with that. I got Green Bay winning this one, though, and I think Buffalo's going to come back down to who they really are. It's one of the worst teams in the NFL. I got Green Bay winning this. It's at Lambeau. I'm going to say they win this game 33-16. All right, man. Miami and New England. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd love for nothing more than for the Patriots to fall to 1-3 with them losing at Foxborough. Come on. I love for nothing more for that. And the Dolphins are 3-0. I love for them to go into New England and just beat the hell out of New England. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I had that happen. We know how New England does. And I was surprised that New England lost to Detroit last week. I'm gonna say New England wins this game. And unfortunately for Dolphins fans, I'm gonna say they win this big. I'm gonna say they win it like 34-13, man. Just to prove a point, because New England always seems to do it. And until they show me that they really are done. And I know a lot of people feel like the Detroit game was that. I don't think so. Detroit was kind of weird. Matt Patricia kind of maybe picked apart something that he saw from back in his days in New England. But you know how it goes, man. This is one of them honest Cincinnati type games. I got New England, and I got them big, unfortunately. Detroit, Dallas. This game is actually kind of weird, man. This is the weirdest game to pick. So if I get one wrong, I'm gonna predict it's gonna be this one, because I don't know who's gonna win this game. Dallas offensively looks like trash. They just look like trash. They just look like absolute garbage offensively. So I'm going to go with Detroit for the simple fact that I don't think Dallas really has the ability to score. And until they prove me wrong otherwise, and from what we saw from Detroit's, I mean, like I said, this is a weird game, man. I'm just going to throw this one out here. Say 17-13 Detroit. That's probably going to be the one I get wrong. Cincinnati, Atlanta. I personally don't think Atlanta's that good. I think Atlanta's a 9-7, 8-8 kind of team this year. I don't think they're that good, and I do think Cincinnati's pretty good. I think Cincinnati's is a real good team. I forget their record right now. I think they're 2-1, I believe. Yeah, they're 2-1. They beat Baltimore, they beat Indianapolis, and then they had a bad loss last week against well, not a bad loss, but they had a loss on the road against Carolina. I say they come out, man. They come right back out and they bounce back against Atlanta. Atlanta has a good offense and all that, but you know, they don't have a good defense, and I think AJ Green has a big day against these guys, man. Jets, Jacksonville. I know Jets fans really felt themselves after that week 1 win, but that's not who they were. I mean, that was another. I mean, it's just a lot of weird games in the NFL this year, and that week 1 game was one of them. Sam Darnold, a rookie against one of the best defenses in the NFL, if not the best defense in the NFL. I'm gonna say that the Jags really tear that up. I'm gonna say this win 24-13 Jags. Philadelphia, Tennessee. Philadelphia is probably still one of the better teams in the nation. Carson Wentz getting his groove back. I don't know if Alshon Jeffrey is back, but I'm gonna say that they go ahead and they win this game. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 24-16 Philadelphia. Cleveland, Oakland. I refuse to believe that the Raiders are gonna go 0-3. I mean 0-4. They are 0-3. I refuse to believe they're gonna go 0-4. I think there's too much talent on the team. Amari Cooper, Derek Carr, Marshawn Lynch. I don't even know. Has my man Doug Martin been getting carries yet? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but I think they find a way to win this game against Cleveland. Cleveland, obviously, you know, Baker Mayfield. But I think Oakland finds a way at home to win this game. I say it's a close one. I'll go ahead and say they win this game 24-23. And I know I've said a lot of 24s. I've noticed that too. Seattle, Arizona. Arizona's probably the worst team in the league. I still think it's Buffalo, but Arizona could be the worst team in the league. I know Buffalo had a little fluke performance, but Arizona, hopefully Josh Rosen starts this game, man, because Sam Bradford is pathetic, but their offense is garbage regardless. I mean, it's really terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Seattle wins this game, goes to 2-2. Never panic about Seattle, man. I say Seattle wins this game. I'll say they win it 27-14. 27-7. Arizona's not getting 2 touchdowns, man. New Orleans Giants. Yeah, I'm gonna go with New Orleans, man. New Orleans offense hasn't been stopped except for Cleveland, which is kind of surprising. But New Orleans offense is top notch, and the Giants offense is the exact opposite. And if you can't score on New Orleans, then you're not going to win a football game, because New Orleans is going to score on you. Plain and simple. So I got New Orleans winning this game 28-13. No, 28-20. 28-20. Because the Saints can't stop a nosebleed, man. 49ers, Chargers. Unfortunately, I know Garoppolo's probably out for the year. And the Chargers, I think, are one of the better teams in the NFL. So, with that being said, I got the San Francisco 49ers getting killed, man. I got this one of the bigger blowouts of the week, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and say 34-10 Chargers. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh is a good football team. I really don't. That's why I was in this car so upset yesterday talking about how we lost to them that way. Pittsburgh's not good. I think Baltimore is good. So, translation, I think Baltimore wins this game. I don't care if it's at Pittsburgh. I think it's at Pittsburgh, but I really don't care. I say Baltimore wins this game by a score of 27 to... No. I'll say even more points than that. I'll say 30-14. No. 30-23. 30-23. I'll say Baltimore wins at 30-23. Pittsburgh can't really stop much. And, I mean, there's no chance that I think that Baltimore just implodes on itself in any quarter like Tampa did last week. And their defense is 20 times better than our defense. And we shut them out for a quarter. And we held them to 6 points in the quarter. So, No, we shut them out for a half and held them to 6 in a quarter. So outside of the second quarter, we really kind of shut them down. And if you think Baltimore is not going to do that, then you out your mind. So I got the Ravens 30-23, 30-16, anywhere in between there. Kansas City, Denver, man. I think Denver's good. They're going to get some pressure on them with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller on Patrick Mahomes. But I think Chiefs go ahead and win this game, man. They're going to win this game again. Patrick Mahomes is coming for the MVP. I'm telling you, that's my man. I say he goes for like 4 touchdowns, man. I say they win this game 31-27. So I think that's going to be a good Monday Night Football game. I'm not going to pick Tampa or Chicago because I'm going to make a whole preview video of that, man. So that's it, man. Rewind this video if you wasn't paying attention. You should have been taking notes. I hope you was taking notes. If you want to get in first place, you better have been taking notes. You better take my picks, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, man. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out, man.
I'm no ho, bro. Might just have to drop a bomb, Han Solo. Got me picking back, being bull, Quasimodo. All about my paper, gotta get my fucking doho. Always on the fucking go-go. You a bitch like Tony Romo.